the nonverbal, the pattern recognition. Ian McGilchrist has written a book called The Master and His Emissary, which lays that out quite nicely with regards to hemispheric specialization. It's kind of predicated on L. Conan Goldberg's observation that the left hemisphere is specialized for what we know and the right hemisphere is specialized for what we don't know. So that's an order-chaos dynamic. And the rough idea would be that the left hemisphere generates paradigmatic systems. So that would be like the Enlightenment system, axiom predicated, right? Even stateable axiom predicated. But that entire axiomatic system is based in a nonverbal, in the nonverbal domain that's associated with, well, it would be associated with the right hemisphere, but it would also be associated with deep motivations, biological motivations, and emotions. And so, because here's one way of looking at it. You think, well, how do you validate an axiomatic system of ethics? And the answer is quite straightforward. Jean Piaget figured this out, is you play it out in the world, literally, you act it out in the world, and then you watch each other's emotional responses. And if the thing that you're playing out, if the axiomatic system that you're playing out satisfies the motivations and the emotions of the people who are engaged in that system, then the system is justified. And then you say, well, it's not just that their motivations and emotions are satisfied. It's more complex. It's that the motivations and emotions of each individual are satisfied, but not only now, but now, next week, next month, and next year. So you have to extend it across time. And not only my emotions and motivations, but yours as well, now, next week, next month, and across time. So there's terribly tight constraints placed upon an axiomatic system's validity. Now, the way Jean Piaget thought of that, he said, well, think about it like a child's game. A bunch of kids get together and they decide to play pretend. Okay, and pretend is, let's model the world, right? And as a place to act, because to pretend you act out, right? So the kids get together and they assign roles and they say, well, you're going to be mom, you're going to be dad, you're going to be the dog, and we're going to play house. And then they act it out. And what they're doing is seeing if they can regulate the manner in which they're constructing the game so that everyone's emotions and motivations are so well satisfied that they want to continue the game.
Okay.
And so that's so cool. So what it shows you is that's how an ethical system is tested and justified. It's like you play it out and you see if everyone wants to keep playing. And so that's a whole different methodology than the scientific domain, right? So the axiomatic system